You cannot improve a retrieval augmented generation system you measure by gut feel. The fix is a synthetic test set generated straight from your own documents. Azure AI Foundry ships a simulator that produces query and answer pairs automatically. This is for engineers shipping RG pipelines who lack labeled ground truth. One team went from 0 test cases to 300 in under 10 minutes. I'll show the 3 pieces and the sampling gotcha that quietly wrecks your scores. Here is the whole flow. Your documents land in blob storage as the source of truth. The simulator chunks them and asks a model to draft realistic questions. A second model answers each question using only that chunk as context. The pair becomes ground truth, query, expected answer, and source citation. That output feeds the evaluators later. Notice the index is optional here. We generate against raw chunks, not retrieval, so questions stay answerable. The simulator class takes a model config pointing at your Azure OpenAI deployment. You pass raw text and a target number of queries. It returns structured conversations you flatten into rows. Keep the deployment on a capable model like GP4o. Weak models produce vague, unanswerable questions that poison your metrics. Generation is only half the job. Now run the Foundry evaluators over your pipeline's real responses. Groundedness checks the answer stays faithful to retrieved context. Relevance scores how well it addresses the question. Retrieval measures whether the right chunks surfaced at all. Each returns a 1 to 5 score with a reasoning trace you can audit. Here is the trap I promised. If you generate questions from random isolated chunks, you get shallow, single-fact queries. Your evaluation looks great. Then production multi-hop questions fail hard. Real users ask things spanning several sections. Force diversity. Include multi-context questions and paraphrased hard variants. Otherwise, your test set flatters the system and hides its worst failure mode. 2 things bite in practice. First, cost. Generating and grading both burn tokens, so batch overnight and cache aggressively. 1,000 pairs can run several dollars on GPT-4o. Second, hallucinated ground truth. The generator sometimes invents answers the source never supports. Always run groundedness on the generated set itself before trusting it as truth. A test set is worthless if it runs once. Persist the dataset as version JSONL in blob storage. Wire the evaluation run into your pipeline on every prompt or index change. Fail the build when average groundedness drops below your threshold. Now retrieval regressions get caught before they reach users. Recap the 3 pieces. Generate synthetic queries from your documents with the Foundry simulator. Grade responses with groundedness, relevance, and retrieval evaluators. Then gate CI on the scores. Force question diversity and validate your ground truth, or the numbers lie. Pricing and SDK names shift, so confirm against current Azure docs. Clone the sample repo and generate your first 100 cases today. If this helped, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe, and tap the bell so you don't miss the next one. See you in the next video.